Hello everyone, welcome to Java tutorial. In this video, we will discuss how to take input using scanner class. For that, I will be creating one new class with the name called test scanner. Let me choose the main method. In Java, you have a class called scanner inside java.util package. You can use this class to take various types of input. It could be integer, long, float, double, boolean. Like this, there are different methods in scanner. You need to call those methods to take different types of value from the user. But one thing is to use this class scanner, you need to import the java.util package because in Java, if you are using any class, you need to first import it. However, there are few classes like example string class, which you don't have to import because there is one package called java.lang. Let me place cursor over the string and notice this string class is inside java.lang package. Any class which are inside the lang package is automatically available in the Java program. You don't have to import. Example of such classes is string and one more is system. In order to use those classes, we don't write any import statements because they all are automatically imported. However, whenever there is a class like scanner which are inside the util package, you have to import. And where do you write the import statement? Just after the package statement and before any class begins, you should write the import statements here. Because you are using Eclipse, you don't have to type the import statement. Eclipse will automatically create those statements. You just need to use the control space and select that class. To use a scanner class, we have to create the object of scanner because we need to take different types of inputs like integer, long, float. To create the object, this is the statement you should use. Scanner, the variable name equals new scanner followed by an argument called system.in. So what is this line going to do is it is creating the object of scanner and the variable name that is referring to the object is scan. You have created a lot of variables like int age equals to 25. What it did was it was declaring a variable age of data type int whose value is 25. So int is a data type. Similarly, scanner is a data type. Whenever there is a class in Java, it is going to act like a data type. But what kind of data type is this? It is called as user defined data type. Whereas int is primitive data type, scanner is derived data type or user defined data type, and then the age variable is going to store the value 25. So in case of user defined data type, the variable name is going to store the object. This one which you are writing at the right side is an object. New is going to create a memory and this is going to initialize the object which is called as constructor, which we are going to discuss in detail. What is an object, how to create an object, everything in detail we are going to discuss that. But for this program, we just need to know how to create a scanner object, and this is the statement you write. And scanner class has various methods like nextInt. If you invoke this method, the program will wait for you to give integer value. There is one more method nextDouble. If you use this method, the program will wait for you to give double value. Similarly, there are other methods like next float, next long to take different types of input. There are few more methods like next and nextLine as well, which are used to take string. This is going to take a single word string, but if you want to give multiple words, then you can use a nextLine method where you can have multiple words of a string until you press the enter key. Let us use some of the methods of scanner. For that, firstly, I need to create the scanner object. But notice when you type scanner, it is giving error because that statement is not complete. But you need to import, you use control space. When you use control space, The Eclipse IDE gives the suggestion what you want to select. You have to select scanner, which is in util package, so that when you select, you will see there is an import statement of scanner. This is the syntax to import, import keyword followed by the package name, the subpackage name, and the class name. And then you need to create a variable equals new scanner. And again, I can use the control space, so it will list out a lot of constructors inside the scanner. You can choose whichever the one you want, but the parameter you should be passing is system.in. What is this system.in means? It is going to take the input from which source. System.in means it is going to refer to the system input stream, that is actually the keyboard. So if you use scanner, you are going to take the input from the system.in means which is a keyboard. Let me write one statement here that will tell user enter a text. And what I will do is I will just write here string text is equals to scan dot next line, but you just type scan, which is the variable name, and use control space. It will list out lot of methods. All these are the methods present inside the scanner. But in order to take multiple words, there is a method called nextLine method. Let us type few more letters and use control space, and you can filter out by typing few more letters. I will type LI. You can see next line is appearing and we will select it. Instead of typing every letter, better you use control space and select, so that Eclipse will automatically create that statement without any error. What happens if you type by yourself? You might make a mistake, something like this. Next line method I am typing, but there is an error. The error is telling method next line is undefined for the type scanner because L I have given in lowercase. But if you use Eclipse, it properly completes that statement. I'll put a semicolon. So next line, what it does is it allows user to type multiple words until the user types the enter key, and we will print that value, whatever is typed in the next line. So system.out.println is printing the text. If I run this program, observe the console is telling enter a text and it is waiting. This statement is waiting for the user to enter some input. I will just type hello Java, and the moment I press enter key, that hello Java multiple words, whatever I have typed, will be stored in the text, and the next line is printing it. Let me give another input, integer value, like int age equals. To read integer value, there is a nextInt method. Let me use the nextInt method, and we will print the value of the age in the next line like this. So the scan.nextInt, after printing the text, the scan.nextInt is going to wait for the user to enter an integer value. This scan.nextInt will only take integer. It doesn't take any other characters. If you try to give some other characters, it throws an error. If you give integer, that integer value will be stored here and it is going to print that age value. If I run this program, first it will ask me to enter a text. I will again enter hello Java. Then it is going to ask integer. But you have not mentioned any message. But let me print some age like 25, and it is printing age equals to 25. But after printing hello Java, it will be better to tell the user what to type so that he will not have any confusion why the print is not coming. So for that reason, I will type here enter age, so that if I run this program now, enter a text is appearing. Let me enter hello Java, then enter age. Let me enter 25. It is printing age equals to 25. Let me take one more input. I will say enter price. And I will write here double price equals scan dot next double method. So next double if you use, you are allowed to enter fractional value, and that fractional value will be stored in price. And if I type this price equals plus price, it is going to print whatever the price you have entered. This time, whatever the data I am creating is not hard coded. I am taking the input from the keyboard. So I can enter text first. Let me enter the text like hello world, then age 45 and price 45,000 dot some fractional point number. And you can see all these values. But one method, next line, I need to show you, it is going to behave a little bit differently. What if I want to enter one more message using scan dot next line once again, and I will mention the user after the price, enter your message, and let me print that message entered. So after you enter the price, this price will be printed, and enter your message also will be printed. This code should wait for you to enter some string. But what happens? Let's see. Let me enter a text, hello world, then enter age, some number, then enter price, some number 80,000. The moment I hit the enter key, look at the enter your message is appearing and it is printing message equals to empty. What has happened here is the next line method is not taking or not allowing us to enter the input, because after you enter a double value, you are hitting an enter key. Once you hit the enter key, that next line will be stored in the buffer. And when you invoke the next line, it is going to read that enter key. And because of that, the next line is not allowing us to wait for us to type any input, because this next line is already reading that new line which you have entered here. So how to avoid this problem is you need to invoke the next line one more time, so that this scan dot next line, if I type one more time, whatever the next line you have entered after entering the double, this next line is going to read that enter key, which will be in the buffer. Then this statement, which you are writing later, is going to wait for you to enter a new input. And once you enter that new input, that value will be stored in the message and it is going to display the message. Let me run this program. So enter a text. Let me enter hello world. Enter an age. Let me enter 35. Price, I will enter some number, and notice enter your message is actually waiting for our input. Let me write here hello world again, and it is printing hello world again. So that is how you can use a scanner class to take the input from the keyboard. You can also observe at 13th line, it is having one warning. It is not an error, it's a warning. What it says is, it says resource leak, scan is never closed. When you create an object of scanner, you are opening the input stream. For that reason, there is a warning saying that scanner needs to be closed. What you can do is, after taking all the inputs, at the end, you can call one of the method present in the scanner called close method. This close method is going to close the resource that is opened by the scanner. The moment you write scan.close, you can observe that warning is disappeared. And if I run this program, there won't be any problem. So let me enter age, price, then message. That's it. So that is how you use the scanner class. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.